Hey everybody, I wanted to do a daily vibe and kind of talk about some issues. It's just not easy to open up. Some more than others. And that's what I've been doing, I think, for myself also, is not opening up about this issue. I mean, a lot of issues, but specifically, of course, we're dealing with the Black Lives Matter. And again, if you are watching this and you see nothing wrong with what's going on, then just click off. If you care about this matter, if you're seeing what I'm seeing, and that's kind of what's kind of been. What has it been, like 2 weeks now that we've been dealing with this, and it has been really tough to watch what I've been seeing. A lot of course, brutality videos are coming out. I share a lot of this stuff on my Facebook, and so what I've noticed is a lot of people not caring. I mean, there are a few. So like out of my 200 friends, I would say I have about maybe 10, who care about this issue. And so it is kind of, a lot of times whenever we have issues, we don't really want to discuss them, because we've learned that if we try to discuss them, people are going to be like, no, we don't want to listen to you. We don't want to hear your bad news. The majority of the time, that's what we're dealing with. A lot of the times it will be, I have to be in a good mood in order for this person to talk to me. And then they're going to expect me to cheer them up, which I won't be able to. A lot of the times it's I just can't be happy. So it brings me down, which, and a lot of readers deal with this, and a lot of you deal with this, I'm sure. Trying to awaken the world, trying to get the world to understand that we're all one. You are seekers. You give your heart to others, and most of the time, most of you are being used. They're just like me. That's why I'm in this business. And that's why you're seeking answers, because you don't understand, and and I'm trying to understand myself. So, yeah, and a lot of stuff I'm dealing with, like I was trying to go to massage school, and then of course the virus happened, so I can't, it's physical contact. And then so we actually tried to go back. They were doing hands-on. It's a whole clusterfuck of stuff I would like to be able to try and break down for you. We were in one class. We were doing online classes. And so we took the final for the intro, which passed. And then we go on to the next class, which was axial, which is where we're learning about all the muscles. I mean, it's very, very in-depth stuff we're learning. Massage therapists, this is a hard thing to do. No matter what, you may think, oh, they're just a massage therapist. No, it's almost like, it's very medical. Very medical. It's, yeah, it's intense. Very intense. And it's quick, too. And so, and also we were having to do it online. So instead of us being in a classroom, working with the teacher, doing hands-on. And so we had to go back and do hands-on for the intro class. And I couldn't breathe through the mask. I had issues trying to do that. And then I busted up my knees. I fell back in March. And so you have to kind of bend your knees and be at a certain stance. So I'm going into all this so you can kind of understand what I'm dealing with, why I haven't been able to do my videos. And then a lot of you have been so supportive, and I just appreciate you all so much. You gave me something that I didn't have. This is why I started this, was because I wasn't feeling connected to my family or my friends that I had already established. So this was something that I created so I could meet other people that are like-minded, like myself, that are open and interested in another world. And so I want to kind of get there. And then there's also this thing with my family that's going on. Of course, it's something I can't really get into on here, unfortunately. Maybe one day I can. But just to kind of let you know that it is something very personal to me that I have dealt with for a long time. Long time. I lost somebody, and they didn't die. I lost somebody a long time ago. My sister, and she left 2007. She was 16, and I have not been able to see her since then. 13 years, 14 years. So, there's some stuff with that going on. That 555. So, yeah. Like I said, maybe I can go back and in detail with that one day. But, there's a lot of intense stuff going on for all of us. And I apologize to all those I haven't been able to respond to. Life has been chaotic. My 4-year-old keeps me on my toes all the time. And then, like I said, I've got my boyfriend around all the time. And I've got my mom around all the time. It's a lot of chaos. Even though you would think you would have more help, it's kind of more chaos, which is strange, right? My kid may actually be acting out more, too, because there's more people around. Other than just me and her. And then, you know, like, say if we were, like, taking her to the park and she was playing with other kids. Like, she's not able to play with other kids. So I just kind of wanted to address some of those issues. And then on top of that, like I said, this Black Lives Matter, these people, I mean, I've had to deal with so much racism and hate for standing up for this. What really set me off was somebody saying something like, well, they shouldn't be violent. They shouldn't be like this. And what I was seeing was protesters being sprayed and beaten and, I mean, I can't even think. I'll just blame it on the retrograde. I've kept up with it quite a bit. People being murdered, people being harassed, I mean, pepper spray is not something that is just a light thing. A 75-year-old that got pushed down, and Trump saying that it was, he was trying to do something. But the thing that I will say that I am grateful for is the fact that those who are very stuck in their ways are seeing something here where they're like, you know what, that wasn't justified, what happened, where he was choked. That wasn't justified. And then, like, with the 75-year-old getting pushed over. And so at least I am seeing that. So we do see that, where we do see the change. We do see some that are going toward the hate, going toward the racism, even more. But then there are others that are seeing what's going on. And it's important for us to still, even though we're dealing with so much, you know, it's almost despair. It's almost like a despairing attitude, because you're just like, why can't I get this person to see? And you can't force someone to hear something they're not ready to hear. And that should be my motto in life. You just can't. You can't. Oh, gosh. And another thing, too, is with the readings, like, I've been doing them. I just haven't been able to post them because they've been so dark. I haven't done a lot. I did a few. So I may still post them. I did a pick a card. I did one for Gemini. Like I said, I've been trying to just kind of tweak my stuff a little bit. Work with my layouts. Work with my cards. Figure out which ones I want to do. So I think I'm going to try and pick a few cards while I'm in here, in the car here. And it's just hard for me to get away. And that's another thing, too. Is like, I don't have like an office, and Yeah, so I really just wanted to try and touch base with that. I have taken a leave of absence from school. I may end up just taking a break from it altogether. I'm trying to work on strengthening up my knees. If my knees are weak, and also, trying to lose weight and all that, because it's heavy on my knees. The doctor told me that for every 1 pound that I weigh, that's like 6 pounds on my knees. And so I have a little exercise bike that I've been using, and that's been really good. And so just trying to enjoy myself, but it's hard because being a Capricorn, and just about any of us, we want to be successful. We want to try and make even if it doesn't have to be a lot of money. Some of us want a lot. Others of us just want to make something. And that's what I want to do. And I just don't know if massage is what I want. Yes, it is a good career. Yes, I will get paid. But is that enough? I will be helping people, but it's like, do I want to touch in massage? Like, that was some things I was thinking about. There's just so much that I'm trying to decide, and then I just don't have time to do this. And so I've been really kind of reflecting a lot. There's been a lot of reflection. And I don't think I'm alone here. I think a lot of us are reflecting. Where do we want to go? What do we want to do? We're having to question some things. Oh, that's a nice card to see. Look at that, Triumph. I think that's going to be happening there. I think we're going to be triumphant because because we've been reflecting what's going on. Recognition and reward. This is awesome. Look at that. I'm not seeing stress. I'm seeing triumph here. I'm going to read a little bit from the book on that. And patience. Planting the seeds. That's really interesting because, like, you got the 4 and the 1, and that goes to a 3. 4 minus 1. And then you got the 7 times 2 is 14. I want to read that triumph. Let's see if I can find it. The power of your soul is pushing and nudging you steadily forward. Whether you are setting new goals, developing new ideas. Let's see if I can set this here in front of you. Developing new ideas or planning a journey, it's essential that it's carefully thought out. When you tap into your inner guidance and balance it with self-control, hard work, and perseverance, it's likely to manifest a triumphant outcome. It's time for you to be single-minded and focused on the end goal. Visualize the success results, and if it were happening right now, when you've achieved what you set out to do, your ability to meet other life challenges will be significantly increased. When you try to move forward without balance, direction, or guidance, it's easy to slip off your intended path and be drawn away from your desired goal. Now is not the time to let go and allow the river of life to pull you in its current, as you can so easily lose control. Grab your oars, grip them tightly, and steer carefully towards your highest aim or destination. The Triumphant card reminds you that you don't have to be alone with all of life's ups and downs and the challenges that face you. This is a time to tap into the powerful knowledge of others, as well as use your inner sources that are within you. It's also the Chariot. So remaining balanced in order to move forward, in order to be successful. I totally forgot that was the Chariot. Because it doesn't have the 2 horses in it, so it throws you off. Visualizing the success. So again, working hard at what you set your mind to, and having the patience here, and by doing so, like, you're going to be rewarded. Let's read a little bit about that recognition and reward. A reward for a job well done is what this card represents. It's a time of recognition for a completed project, hard work, and skill, expertise, and craftsmanship. These abilities are now being honored, but don't forget to also pay homage to yourself. Pat yourself on the back. You deserve it. So if this hasn't come in, it will be coming in, and I think they're asking you to be patient here and to push forward, to be balanced. A lot of you, though, have been planting your seeds here, or trying to. You see that seed is growing with intention. So some of you are harvesting. Others need to realize that in the end game, you're going to be rewarded. And also seeing how far you've come now. What if, maybe you're not where you want to be, but recognizing what you've learned and how you're dealing with it. Recognizing things about yourself. See if I can clarify some of these here. Let's pull some angel tarot. I always want to say angel. I can't talk. I tell you what, I'm going to blame it on the retrograde this time. I've seen a lot of readers have that issue too. Come on. Shuffle. I think it's hard sometimes, because, we always want to reach higher and higher and higher and be more successful. Maybe some of us have a lot, maybe some of us have very little. But being thankful is important. Here's the King of Water coming through. Trustworthy, compassionate, respected, and cultured. Open your heart and mind to those around you. Trustworthy and heartfelt advice, charity work. So this could be your energy. This could be who you're dealing with. Both. Charity work. Some of you may be helping others at this time through this crisis. Whoa, they're getting stuck to me. Whoa, that one flew out. The World. Archangel Michael. A job well done, joy, contentment, and gratitude. The path toward enlightenment. This is really pointing towards success that you've made. So even though it may not feel like you're successful, you are. This may not be, you may, a lot of us measure success by material goods. But maybe it's just the fact that you've come out of something, or you've been surviving something. You've closed a cycle out, or you're trying to. I feel like something great is coming in for you. Like really good. Really good energy is coming in for you. Interesting. Plans that need revision. More. This is 3 things though. More going on than meets the eye. Poor timing. So plans needing to be revised. Falling in love, wedding proposals, the need for balanced emotions, an invitation to a social event. The Knight of Water. An illusion of being trapped. A lack of self-confidence, afraid to take action with the Eight of Air. So you may need to close something out here. Of feeling trapped. A lack of self-confidence. Now, that's what I'm saying, that's kind of been my issue here, is that Eight of Air, myself. That's been my issue, is my self-confidence here. So I think with that Knight of Water and with that King of Water too, being balanced, emotionally balanced. I think it's a lot about opening up your heart, but in order to open up your heart, you have to heal yourself. You have to love yourself. And that Seven of Air, poor timing here. Well, of course, that makes sense, right? With the poor timing, it seems like everything is just being unraveled and everything is crazy. So it's like almost amidst the chaos, you're still successful. Even though there's all this chaos going on, even though you may feel trapped, or you may feel like you just can't do it all, like things are just not right. Success is still there. Being patient, revising the plan. I still see triumph here, though. I mean, and maybe perhaps you've already done this or you're working on doing it. Maybe you need to know that you've already got the success that you need here. Three of Fire, abundance. Things look very good. Have patience at this time. Make long-term plans. That's pretty much exactly it right there. Having patience. Let me see if I can clarify these. It's really hard for me to try and do all this like this without a table. Let's pull in some extra clarifiers from the Light Seers. Let's see what we get. The World's coming through again. I think perhaps this cycle is coming to an end. Whoa. Maybe you felt trapped. You felt like you couldn't quite master it. I knew that Page of Pentacles was going to come out again. This is always like, when I see the beautiful pattern of this person creating this pentacle, it's like this hard work going into something that may not have produced a lot of wealth, but it's something this person loves, and it doesn't always have to be related to money. Boom. Ten of Wands. Caring a lot. It's like they're lighting the path. The wands are. You know, it's funny, they always talk about the wands being a burden, but this is just what she carries with her. Her inspirations, her drives. The Ace of Cups. That self-love. What makes up your essence, your... So amidst feeling defeated, feeling burdened, feeling like, again, that low self-esteem. You are still building this intricate design here of yourself. You're still growing. You're still working on this self-love, working on this cup of love that you will be able to offer to others. Overcoming life's obstacles. You are still victorious. There's that Hierophant again, and the King of Pentacles. This could be you. This could be who you're dealing with. Goals. Where you want to be. You want to get to that stability. You're focusing on working on that pentacle again. That, again, isn't just about money. It's about you. You see his face there. He's happy. What makes you happy? The Hierophant here is happy. For him, it's not about money. It's about what makes him happy. That's how he's going to get to that happiness. That's how he's going to get to those goals. He's connected to spirit. It's like you may picture yourself wanting to be here, but you have to be here first. You have to be content with just spirit, with just love, with just you, in order to get to this spot here. Because he himself is happy with himself too. He does what he loves. Are you doing what you love to do? Are you doing what makes you happy? Yeah, there's that world again. Eight of Wands and Justice. Justice coming out in reverse. But I think this is about manifesting with the justice here. Which one do you want to manifest? A righteous justice or an unrighteous justice? Because you will go toward whichever one you want to. I feel like you're closing out cycles and you're moving towards a good justice. I always take both accounts with the cards. There's that world again. Closing out certain habits. It's again with that world energy showing up. A job well done, joy, contentment, gratitude, the path toward enlightenment, which is exactly where I think you're headed. You're headed that way. You're overcoming the obstacles. That Eight of Wands is about moving forward too. So you've been through some stuff. You've been through perhaps some people that were deceptive. Perhaps, it could have been a romantic partner that was deceptive. You may have felt trapped, afraid to open up your heart again. But you're closing this out. And there's that Archangel Michael. They're guiding you. I feel like the justice will flip to where you will manifest the right kind of justice. Perhaps it's been that an injustice for a while now, and now things are changing. Things are looking up. Trick is to have patience and to realize that you're still successful even though you may not feel like you are. So that'll be our little reading for today, and I'm going to try and do all signs. And yeah, I'm going to try and hopefully get to working on the July readings for love, and then I'm going to try and do, I think, weekly readings for all signs, timestamp those, and then I'm going to do perhaps pick a cards too, and then full moon, new moon readings. It's kind of where I'm at right now. It's hard to make the time though, so we'll just see. I'm at least hoping I can at least get started on my July readings and try and get those out soon. But again, I think I'm gonna try and do an all signs reading for this. Like, if I don't get it done today, it'll be like Tuesday to Tuesday or Tuesday to Monday or something like that. And I'll timestamp that, and that way we can do a little something for that. And then I'll try and do those weekly, which is what I would like to do. Kind of do some energy for that. There's some ideas I'm trying to work on here. So, thank you so much for watching. I hope that was of some help to some of you out there, and thank you for just being you and being awesome and being supportive. And I will talk to you guys later. Love and light, prayers that you're all safe and healthy, and bye.